Damn, how stay with you?
10K.
Oh, well, shit. Next question. Next question as I sip the rest of the water.
The best part about being alive right now, and I'm going to go from Crystal's Bible right now, is stepping on next. Like,
I just like the sound of it.
Welcome to another episode of Broken Record DMV. It's your girl Crystal Renze, and today I have here everybody's a special guest, but this is a really special guest, someone who's very close to me, the Beyonce of Brandon, founder of Oasis Branding. She's a branding manager, creative manager, director, so much, but I'm happy to say that she's actually now the residency manager of my business, Arenze Quarters, SKYLAR MYSTIQUE.
hey guys.
Yes.
How are you?
By the way.
I know.
How you feel?
I feel great. Honestly, I feel like this is so long due. Like, y'all don't even understand all the time that y'all been watching Broken Record DMV. Like, day one, we was like, all right, here's exactly what I want. I want the camera set up like this. I want the logo to look like that. I want this. Like, all of that was like us.
Yeah.
Like,
she's behind most of the damn branding on. She did the logo, the intro. So shout out to you. The cue cards. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna get into. We met through our friend Kiana.
Yeah.
And I was looking.
Shout out to Kiana.
Yeah. Shout out to Kiana. Kiana be putting me on to people, but I was looking for someone to manage my content when I was going to Nigeria to bury my dad. So I had met SKYLAR then. This is about 3-4 years now, and we have been doing business since then and locking in, and the friendship has grown, the business has grown. Yeah. So yes. How are you feeling today? Say hi to the audience.
Honestly, I feel great. I feel like we've come such a long way.
Yes.
Like, it's so crazy. It's season 2, y'all. It's season 2.
I think you're episode 9.
Like,
yes.
What?
Period.
Like, we started this from like scratch out the basement.
Like literally.
So to now to be in a whole
literally
studio,
in the basement.
Literally
in the basement.
When I tell you this girl has like reimagined and re-envisioned everything. Like, one, she reimagined the basement to be a whole podcast studio. The basement was everything. The podcast studio, the salon, everything. To now be like, oh yeah, I'm tired of being in this basement. It switched it all up and now has a whole basically powerhouse, multi-house studio. Like, what?
Thank you.
When I tell you redecorated it all, like, she had a whole construction team come and do the basement to then come and redo it here. Like, y'all, she wasn't playing no games.
Period.
So it's just like,
and she put this cloth on here. She read that designing in here. Yeah,
y'all got the special effect one. That's why I said this is a special episode.
Nice and cozy.
Period.
But yeah, tell them a little bit about who SKYLAR MYSTIQUE is.
Okay, so a little bit about me. I do it all. It's so funny. Okay, so I started this so long ago. So I started out in college and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I became the Beyonce of branding because I started out as a music artist. Like, this all started because I sing. And it was like, all right, cool. I was a music performance major, and I became a music industry major. And I was like, I like this, but I don't want to be on everybody's stage every night doing this. And then I also got into doing graphics and stuff in order to start building out like where I was gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if I'm gonna be doing music, I need to be able to do my own flyers and stuff like that, because people don't show up when you want them to do stuff all the time. So it'd be like, sometimes you just gotta know how to do it. And then that's one thing that I really loved about Beyonce. Like, and a lot of people don't realize, like, oh, she loves Beyonce, everybody loves Beyonce, da da da. Beyonce is that girl.
Like, you feel me? For many reasons.
She mastered music, but she mastered everything around music in order to make the whole experience something that you'll never forget. And that's what I wanted to do with branding. So even when it comes to the Beyonce of branding and all of that, it's really like, how can I master branding in a way where everything is so seamless and so polished that you just enjoy the whole experience? So that's really how I got into it. I started out making $35 logos off my mother's couch. And then we making some money, y'all.
Yeah,
Just a
we
little
make
bit.
a little bit of money now. We're going to get into some things as we go on, like things
Yeah.
that we have as far as the residency partnership that we got going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Whew, I'm excited. I want to get into it because today has been a day.
As
but
always.
at the end of the day is going to end. You hear me? So, yes, we're going to go into our next segment. We're going to chat.
Yeah, we
gonna
gonna
chat.
We know us.
We're going to go to, and this time, so, okay, it's a little bit of a fuck up.
Oh, what?
And then it's also, I flipped it. So, you didn't fill out the form in time. So, I did not get the drink that she's supposed to get. But
Oh, girl,
either
it's okay.
if,
I'ma drink me some
yeah,
water,
I
okay?
feel like she should be promoting and supporting
Period.
her friend that's having a child. And I
Period.
cannot drink. So, I feel like this is a moment where I could drink water.
Oh, girl,
and
I
you
would have
should
drank a
support
Capri
me.
Sun. It ain't better than me. Period.
I am weak.
We're in here
So,
together.
we're going to toast. Y'all know Pick Up Poison segment where we toast. Oh, you want to be fancy and put... I can't even reach the...
It's okay. I'm gonna get you a cup.
Thank you.
First of all, ain't no way. She knows me as the Beyonce of branding. There was no way she wasn't gonna drink out of her nice branding.
Oh, yeah,
cup.
of course. See? And that's why we got people like you.
And this is why when I tell you like we became friends, like it was like, oh, she got the cups already.
Yeah.
I was like, I like her.
Yeah.
I like her.
You already know how we come in.
Cheers.
Well, we got cheers to something.
Oh, okay.
So,
cheers to BET Award.
Okay, yeah, she's going to the BET Awards
Cheers to the
tomorrow.
baby.
Cheers to the baby.
And cheers to this residency.
Okay, I love that. I love how you just took a cert. Look, I don't even gotta use my brain cells. I love that, but hopefully I don't have to pee. But as a friend that you're promoting, I was gonna say we need a chug. I need to drink water.
Oh, I had to take that one down deep, y'all. We almost had me take that back up. Ooh.
Girl, because every time everybody like, you drink water? Did you drink water? Did you drink? No, so today I have a reason.
Girl. So, I can't lie. I'm really childish when it comes to water. I got to add me some lemon in there.
I bought an infuser. It actually really works. Like, literally a drop of that joint changes. I swear to God, it's in my bag. A drop of it changes the whole. I got strawberry.
Oh, okay.
It's so good. And I'm like,
So,
damn.
I like infused water with fresh fruit. I'm a very fresh fruit girl. So I always I go in the house and I really cut my lemons and I cut them real small and then I put them in the water bottle or I pour me a cup. But I hate pouring me a cup and then having to pour another one. So I don't really put it in my water.
I do that when I got time. When I got time, I get sometimes I cut my fruits, but let's act let's be real. I ain't got the time.
Oh, well,
so
you gotta get the little squeezed lemon juice. I get that too.
Yeah, that too.
Period.
But I think the one thing I don't like about the infused is that I don't put it in the fridge like I'm supposed to.
I know. Oh my God.
I don't put it in the fridge like I'm supposed
your
to.
whole water.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
And now I'm like, all that fruit just done. And now I'm like, am I drinking moldy fruit? Like, what am I doing?
No, I can't.
What am I doing with my life?
I can't lie. When you go back to that joint later and you open that joint,
you're like,
wait a minute.
Like, is this the same fruit? But yeah, so I definitely do. I feel like good fruit, fresh fruits is always the go-to. But if not, you can get the infusers and you can drink you some water. You know what I'm saying? 10% infusing, 90% water. Okay, so we're gonna go into the next segment, which is called Broken Record, where I'll pick out of this bowl. I hope this is the right bowl. Yeah, you want to help me with that one. Thank you. Yeah, this is my motivational bowl.
It's so funny.
Yes, we is more than halfway. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I can't. I don't want to say too much TMI stuff on here where I cannot do anymore.
Child.
Okay.
You gonna drop that baby and get right back to running. Okay, the baby gonna be like, "Mommy, please." What you doing?
No, I'm gonna sit. Oh, this is a long last name. I'm gonna sit my butt down.
She couldn't even get the words out. I can sit my butt.
Sorry. All right. So today's quote is: "Happiness is simple, frugal heart." Nikos. That's the name that I seen the name first. Okay. Kazantzakis. Damn, wait.
What is
Kazantzakis. I feel like I need to use my English.
First of all, his name ain't English.
I know.
Okay, wait.
That's probably why it didn't.
I was trying to understand the frugal heart part. Happiness is simple.
Cute,
Frugal heart. Like
cute. What's frugal called? Frugal is
Frugal is like you don't spend a lot of money.
It's very
Cheap.
like not cheap, but
Be mindful about how much you want to spend.
correct.
Yeah,
like you're cautious
You're
of
not
this.
gonna spend, like,
Because my daddy was
$100 on
frugal.
some shoes.
So what is it again?
I can't lie. I thought this was telling me something about saving, and I was like, I need this.
Read it one more time.
Happiness is simple. A frugal heart. It doesn't say a frugal. It just says frugal heart.
I think he was saying that, like, dear, happiness is simple. Like,
Yeah. Like your
happiness
heart
is simple,
doesn't.
frugal heart.
You
Like,
gotta spend the most money to get or achieve happiness.
Correct.
That's what they saying.
I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, because it's like a frugal heart. I know this is what I mean. It's just random. Somebody's going.
no, it's okay.
But no, seriously though, frugal heart. I mean, now that it's like we're putting it all together, it's like happiness is simple. And I'm not gonna be trying to be dry on here. I try to really attest it to my life when I understand what it's saying. And from what I understand, it says, and how I can relate to my life is lately, we've been going crazy with our business, and we have been having real talks, and the money be going up and down, up and down, up and down. So clearly money is not it. Sometimes our business doesn't even make us happy. Honestly, just finding that peace in life for real. And I don't, that definitely looks different for everybody else, but that peace has given me the best happiness that nothing else. Not even I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but not even my husband right now can give me that type of happiness. I love my baby, but it's like that real peace. So I feel like the heart doesn't need as much as we think it does. Most of the things that we're thinking that it needs is actually putting more pressure on it and causing you not to be happy. So your heart is very frugal. It wants it just needs the necessities. So
Crystal knows my whole life changed this year.
Yeah.
So I would say that definitely. I feel like I've been more at peace in my little like basement corner of like having my little sample of the world and just being able to like spend time with myself. And I was spending time with myself in the house and stuff like that. But I feel like that like quality time and that quiet time, like y'all, last night when I found out that I got access and the different things,
partying.
Girl, what? And then my toxic trait is like I use a song on my story. So I chose School and Life. So my ass is in the house, like literally like dancing to School and Life over and over. Mind you, you only get that 15-second clip. So I'm in there like really breaking it down, every like looping like.
And congratulations, 'cause I know you've been wanting that.
Period.
I've been talking about. Next time I gotta go. The only reason I'm not going because it's baby, but next time I better be that +1.
So you know what's funny? This actually all started when we went to Revolt Summit.
I bet it did.
And it was
I can see.
like the people that we met at Revolt Summit introduced us to other people, introduced us to other people, introduced us to other people. So it's just like, you always want to maintain those connections. I actually had a really beautiful conversation with one of my clients that just came on. Her interns were like asking me questions about like, how did you build these relationships to like work with these major brands? And it was like, girl, I was talking to people. And I was asking them, and I was talking to them.
This is why she do that better than me. I talk on here, but you be spitting your shit with your big one, because I can't. Yeah, you have patience. You have patience. All right, to the next segment.
First of all, I got patient until I call her to bed. Like, girl,
yeah, I'm over this shit, man. Fuck this shit up. Okay.
Yeah.
Our director told us to do one more.
Period.
So we shall do one more. This we got questions.
Yeah, but be frugal with your heart, y'all.
Yeah, that part. Okay. They nasty. Find ecstasy in life.
Ooh, okay.
The mere sense of living is joy enough. See, all my things are it's motivational quotes, duh. But Emily Dickinson. Dickinson
loves some
ecstasy. I knew he was gonna do that.
Okay, let me see.
I feel like my reading skills are not the best. Given just hilarious.
I'm seeing everything.
Okay.
I don't know. I be trying to look at everything.
Find ecstasy in life. This is the first time I ever did 2 quotes. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. Yeah.
I can't lie. I really agree with that. Like, I'm having so much fun just living and, like, just going with the flow. Every day is going to change. I done told 15 people I was going to do something. I'm going to do it when I finish this.
You know?
But every second is something different, and they going to call me with something new in 5 minutes. So,
No, for
you
real.
got to get it done when you can. And
The summertime makes me remember that.
No, for real.
I'm
a summer baby.
I just, whatever was going on in my head this morning, I just...
I'm just a girl.
I'm just human. I'm sorry, I'm over here thinking. To the next episode. She made the damn cue card, so she knows what's next. Go ahead. We're going to go into the next segment, which is diving deeper when my guest picks out this bowl, which she already did. You try to cheat with you.
Actually, I didn't. I shook it and it fell out. So I was
back
like, God wanted me to have this one. Okay.
And she going to answer it, then I'm going to answer it.
Ooh.
Is it juicy? Or
Have
just
you ever
slicing it?
had a crush or attraction that felt taboo or forbidden? Secret love.
Y'all trying to have me divorced on here. Okay, have I ever had a crush?
Crush or love that was taboo or forbidden? Crush or attraction?
You go answer first while I think.
Oh,
It's your
wow.
question. It's your segment.
All right. Yes, I have. And
Damn. Okay, sorry.
no. Okay, so yes, I have. I'm a lover girl, and I just like being treated well and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna say who it is, but there was somebody that I liked because they used to give me the best foot rubs for no reason, and their hands were so soft. And I shouldn't have liked them because that was my friend's like relative. But I don't know why. I used to never be messing with that boy, but that boy was always trying to rub my feet and be in my face. And it just was like,
But you could never.
he's wearing me down.
Did your friend ever know?
So she found out later in life. And yeah, I had to take that one. Sorry, friend. Sorry. But you know, I did my big one. Like it was, you know. I mean,
I gotta watch these questions.
I'm just a girl.
Just a girl. Just a girl trying to get a nut, you know.
Really, like,
You don't know
you
harm.
know, I mean, not even to say it like that. Like, you know, I always, you know, kept it cute. But still, like, you know, I just lived my life, and what happens in college stays in college. I mean,
college.
Well, in that college age.
I feel like anything
it wasn't at college, but in that college age. Whatever happened in my college age.
I feel like anything 5 years is expired.
Right.
5 years
right.
plus is expired.
I can't believe I'm
count.
about to turn 29 either, but that's a
Like,
whole
you
nother
getting up there, you about to
conversation.
be in the 30 club soon.
I know. Girl, I had a whole plan for my life. It's so funny.
Y'all do one of them reels where it be like, I planned 25 this and where you at now. Like, what you wanted versus where you are.
So at one point I wanted my doctorate, and I said I was going to get my doctorate in music, and then I was about to get my master's, and they said that financial aid didn't start until after the first semester, like second semester. And I was like, so who gonna pay for first semester? Not I. Okay, time to start this business. And I said I wanted to get married by 30, and I'm working on it. Somebody gonna ring me real soon.
Period.
Wrong hand.
Put that in
Somebody gonna
look.
ring me
Exactly.
real soon.
We put it in both of
If
them.
you like it, then you sure to put a ring on it. Girl, I already started picking out what ring I want to.
Period.
I'm just gonna send it over to. Just get it.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
I feel like
married
everybody's in
Africa.
that they're trying to marry me type stage right now too. So
I mean, this is the age for marrying.
It is, but I feel like it's also the age to spin the block. Like everybody's trying to spin the block.
Good luck, buddy.
And it's always my mindset and my mentality.
I need to spend that cash.
Period.
Spend that cash.
Soft girl life.
All right, so for me, God damn it.
A love that's taboo that you shouldn't have been doing. Or attraction.
I have this. Oh fuck. Okay, man, for real, like this, because I'm just answering the questions that was asked. Okay, because I got in trouble one time answering this question, like in real life. In real life, it was. I gotta watch
Technically, I got in trouble answering that
it.
question.
Yeah, I got in trouble for real. man, I'm changing. But no, seriously. So this is
growing.
one guy
Yeah.
that I don't talk to him anymore. We follow each other, but we're friends or very cordial. He got kids now. He got like 3 kids. So it would never. You can't. Y'all like the back. Y'all like Maury.
Stay away.
No, for really, like, yeah, girl. And he had one when I was talking to him, and now he got 2 more, so it's definitely a no-no. But that guy, that's like the only person I feel like, in relationships, I'm like I'm like freaky, but not like,
Yeah.
I'm a sapiosexual, so I'm mentally stimulated, but him?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna be in trouble. But fuck it. This is the truth. It's the truth. He's that one person that just got me out of my comfort zone. And I feel like that's probably why I'm comfortable with him. But it's taboo because it would never happen again.
So my question was,
It would never happen again.
was it just lust? Or did he like
No,
satiate your mind in a way that it was just like, now whatever he wants is whatever?
it was the mind first. So I had surgery around that time. And we were new, and I was like leaking from my pads and everything. So like he took me to CVS and everything. Like it was just like he didn't. Some men like in those situations they be like, "Girl, go fix yourself and tell me when you're ready."
Acts of care.
You know what I mean? So he literally did not care what it was. Then he was just very, very, just very. He was everything I needed. And back then I was outside in the club. So like he's the type of person that he's cool with all the people.
Yeah.
So being in the back, the VIP, it was just like, who is this man?
Period.
And we was cool by ourselves. So
That was a whole.
he probably would never watch it. But babe, I love you. I am married now. I am with child. Okay. So this is past tense. This is over, I would say 8 years now. And I have to say that because I don't want to get in trouble. Next question. I don't want to get in trouble. I want to make sure he know that. Because, girl, that shit was...
That's crazy. You don't get in trouble over an 8 year? Like,
girl. Because he want to make sure I respect him. And I
as
respect
you
him.
should.
You know what I mean?
ooh, this is a good one for us.
Okay, good.
What causes you to not quit?
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. You answer because this is your question.
Okay. For me, it's not an option. Like, I never had the option to quit ever in anything. Like, so I grew up with a single mom, and because she was a single mom and she worked overnight and stuff like that, she kept us busy. Okay? So I ain't never have no options. Like, none of this was optional. Okay? You gonna get all A's, you gonna go home, and you gonna mind your business, and you gonna drink your water, and you gonna eat your fruit and vegetables, and
Go to bed.
try again tomorrow. Okay? So I feel like in having that, it's funny because she said I don't have no discipline, but in having that, all that discipline and all that structure, it was really like, it's not an option. So like, I literally like, and this is real personal, but I really sleep in the bed with my laptop and I roll over and I start
That
working.
ain't personal,
in the morning.
girl. I'm with you. That's normal.
No,
You
for real.
probably sleep in the... Yeah, a lot of us sleep in the...
My ex hated that.
Yeah.
All the cords.
I've had
all the
men that
everything.
hated that too.
I'm gonna get this work done regardless.
You hear me?
I'm gonna be up at 3:00 in the morning.
Shame
I'ma
on
be
you
up at
men that do
5.
that.
I'm gonna be up at 7.
If you have a woman that sleeps with her laptop on,
That girl is working hard. Okay.
book her vacation immediately.
Period. Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. What was the question?
First of all, I got that from her. That
What?
immediately.
Immediately.
That used to
Like,
be our
don't
thing.
play.
Okay.
What was the question again?
What causes you to not quit?
Okay. Whew.
Love what you do, so that way you never have to work a day in your life.
You need to add that quote in there.
I know, right? That's a good one.
There's 2 main ones. There's one that's spiritual and there's one that's physical.
Okay.
The spiritual one, I'm just start on that. I don't know which one came first. I don't know which one came first. I'm pretty sure I know that this one came second. Okay, but it's going to be first right now. Spiritually, I don't want to waste God's time.
I like that one.
I don't want to waste his time. He's too intricate. I don't know what's after this earth, but I just don't want to ever be on this earth and then finish it just to be like, what did I do? Like, literally, what did you do down here? You just wasted away, was outside, just do anything. I want to be intentional here, so I can't just quit. When I want to quit, that's what I think about. I'd be like, damn, what if God quit on you? But the other one is I'm not gonna get too biblical here today, but the other one is I put too much work in, and I have too many necks to step on. You hear me? I really
Say it again for the people in the back. Say it again.
When you put too much work in, it just be like, how? Like what? That's why I finished college.
No, for real.
Because I really didn't need it. People kept asking me about grad school. I'm like, shut up. Let me finish undergrad first. But when I thought about days where I wanted to quit, I'm like, wait, I already gave them my money, my time. Just it's so much. I'm going to finish out, if nothing else. So it's just one of those situations where I already started working. I already started putting in the work for myself, for my family. So I'm going to go with a bang. And on as we're going, I'm going to be stepping on next, as we should. So those are the things that make me not want to quit, honestly, because I'm not going to lie. I get to a point where I'd be so tired that some of the old answers I would have given ain't good enough for me. I'll still say fuck it.
No, for real.
But now it's just like, how dare I quit? Like, how dare I let these hopes?
And I feel like that
what am I do if I
really,
quit?
like,
where am I go?
I feel like that's
Imagine
what
me being a
bonded
bum.
us. I know, right? I feel like that's what bonded us. Like, we are just like
Can't happen. I don't need to see it.
kindred sisters when it comes to like being in business and like never quitting and all of that. Like, we literally come and just talk to each other because like nobody else understands. Like,
I get it.
nobody else just wakes up and lives, eats, and breathes this. And it's just like there is no quit in us. It doesn't exist. Like,
and I feel like if we were those types, we would have been quit. But it would have. It's not in us. So that's honestly the sum up. It's not even in us to quit. So
you know how many times somebody told me to get a job? Like,
you know how many times I tried to quit? I literally, I'll tell myself, man, fuck it this night, and I'll wake up, start doing shit, and I don't even know I was doing it.
Actually, that's what I quit. I quit jobs. Like, so
what did Miami say? What did the city girl say? What's that song? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I don't need a job. Bitch, I am a job.
period. Yeah. But no, literally, like, like, I quit my job.
I quit every job I ever had.
Like,
and probably got fired from one.
I was working as a server, and they would not let me leave until you get cut. And it was like, and then I quit that job so that way I could be a personal assistant to someone, so they could scam me. And I said, won't ever happen again.
Yeah.
And after that, I never worked for anybody else. Like, worked with, but never for.
Yeah.
I hate the assistant word. Like, don't call me an assistant ever. And people don't understand. I'm triggered.
Yeah,
Okay?
I would be too. Shit.
And it's crazy. Somebody brought that person up the other day. Oh, yeah, that's my bro. I'm triggered. Don't bring me in a room with them.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to ask them, where's my coin?
Damn, how much they owe you?
Okay.
Oh, well, shit. Next question. Next question, as I sip the rest of the water. You didn't drink your water. Your wine water.
I won't have no lip gloss at the end of this water.
Pick another one. 10K, goddamn.
Yep.
If somebody
I was going to go to the
board
of labor.
I was say you need to yeah.
I was going to go to the board of labor, but
you gotta.
I actually got really depressed in that time.
Because even if you beat them up, you're not gonna get it.
Would you like a lawyer?
So I thought about that. Okay, so mind you, when this happened, I was like 22. Like, you know,
you was
like,
young, so
I was super young. And it's crazy because I met his last assistant and she told me good luck, and I thought it was because it was like a hard job. And I don't know if he did that to her, but I just was like, it's crazy. And then after I stopped working with him, his daughter was like, I'm so sorry that he does this, and it's very like annoying. And it just was like, this is a pattern. Like, this is a pattern.
Evidence.
Like, and it is.
You got me at 10K. I just went numb.
That's more than a civil suit, baby.
Literally.
5,000
and I was
for a
literally
civil
going to go to the Department of Labor about the whole situation, and I really went into I can. So for me, I really went through a deep depression when that happened to me, and from that, like, this whole business was born. And it was like, if that never happened to me, would I be... No, don't get me wrong. I was always this driven. I was hustling every day of my life. But, literally, like...
10K, that's your cry.
Yeah. You know...
We on to
is
better
gonna
and
get
new
him.
things.
God is
Forget
gonna get
them.
him.
If they
That's
ever
all
see
I'm
this, just know.
What's meant for you will happen.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, God knows my heart, and God's gonna take care of that. I ain't
Amen.
worried about it.
Ugly.
What is the best part about being alive right now? The best part about being alive right now, and I'm gonna go from Crystal's Bible right now. Is stepping on next. Like, I got to tell somebody about the newfound success that I'm going through, and it just was like,
Never.
But remember when you was playing on me? Remember when you was faking on me and you was acting like I wasn't doing what I was doing, or what I was doing wasn't enough, or I was just doing this because I wanted to be in other people's faces, or I was just doing this because I'm just annoying, or this and this and that. And it's like, and being in so many of these opportunities and people feeling like you're a B because you work hard and
Literally.
you not gonna take no for an answer. It just comes to a point where just stepping on next, it's just
It
like,
feels
ooh,
good.
like
I
love to see you go watch my story and go, just watch the glow up after you
squish
played
the cockroach and you just hear the.
I know.
You should be like,
Right?
you should be like,
That's crazy.
I never feel so good killing something. I'm sorry, guys.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Sorry. Look.
It's so crazy. It'd be like God made roaches, but it'd be like, wow.
That's back in the day. If you ever caught
Like,
one,
no offense,
you
I ain't
you
never
know,
touched
you be like,
you,
it's dead.
but-
You be trying to still make sure.
I be crip
That's
walking.
how, literally.
Like,
The best part about being alive right now is, honestly, the way I'm seeing myself matriculate as a new mom.
aww. When I have kids, I'm gonna really feel like that. I already know.
Just to watch yourself, and it wasn't like, I always have to say this part because I feel like, I don't want to say like most moms, but a lot of people is just like, maybe the baby was a surprise.
Yeah.
Mine was planned, so I feel like I purposely was walking into that, and just to watch myself. Like, I'm always saying, when you just randomly have a child, it's like you just have to go with the flow and just everything. You don't get to embrace what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm like watching myself. I'm like, okay, how are you doing with stress? How are you communicating? How are you transitioning?
Period.
How are you saving? Like, are you motivated? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, are you motherly? Are you paying attention to your body? I'm like, oh my God, like, am I still a boss? Lastasia! So you about to make me cry.
Oh, don't cry.
I know. I'm like, I'll just be like looking at myself, and then just to know that there's a child in here that's gonna be emulating me and looking up to me and everything is just like, wow.
That baby gonna start braiding out the womb. It's like, no.
She probably braided in here, and she probably braided her own hair in there. No, I'm just like, and I just feel so blessed, and I'm just like, damn, God, like everything that I have gone through has been just, of course, and everything's not gonna make sense,
Yeah.
but it's like I'm seeing. First, I'm just thankful that God even decided I was worthy of having a child, because everybody doesn't have one, and
Beautiful.
then you know what I mean. And I'm just like, wow. I've been able to make a lot of things through my business, but to make a child now, that's like a whole, that's different. So it humbles me, and I'm like, wow. Okay, God. So yeah, that's a happy thing right now. Like anytime I'm sad, Sierra, stop crying.
She didn't even want to update my answer. My answer sounded real vain.
Oh no, that's
No,
the
I'm
only
just
thing
playing.
I'm like, literally, like, I'm proud of myself.
I know,
I know.
right?
Aw.
But no, I really feel like that. I feel like the best part of life right now is really like just getting to enjoy the highs, the lows, the wins. Like, we came such a long way. Like, us together as friends, us individually, like my 10-year-old self, my 5-year-old self, my 16-year-old self would be so proud right
So
now.
proud.
Like, oh my God, you do what?
Bitch,
Oh my God. Like, this came out of making collages, like, for everything. Like, notebooks, all types of stuff. Like, oh my God.
Code
you
in
went
MySpace.
You went from tracing SpongeBob on the computer to making whole brands.
all of them.
Like, oh my gosh. Who are you?
Literally.
I'm exactly who I think I am.
That period. Okay, so Sierra's really crying. Don't do me like this. All right, so we're gonna do like one or two more questions based off the next question. You could pick another one.
She got a lot of questions today, okay?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen her take this many questions out.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
questions today.
Sierra.
Sorry.
All right.
No, you're making me
Ooh.
like my heart.
I'm
My heart.
She's trying to get me.
What happened? If it's too emotional, I can't do it.
You're good.
I can't do it.
How do you communicate your desires and boundaries with a partner? This took me a long time to get to this answer. It took a lot because I didn't have any boundaries. I didn't know what boundaries were. I was definitely a yes person. I was definitely, how can I help you? What can I do? Telling people yes even when I couldn't. Telling people yes and being up till 5 o'clock in the morning just because I just have to get it done for them. And then I learned the value of the word no.
Is this sexually or just in general? With your partner?
I know.
Oh yeah, but you was doing stuff with your boyfriend.
I mean, I'm just saying with any partner.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying that with any partner, but just in general, for me, like, I had to learn what boundaries were. And I had to learn what boundaries were in order to desire and communicate them. And then I also had to learn what I liked and what I didn't like to be able to say that. And for me now, I have learned the value of like just being gentle and soft because I grew up in a household with my grandparents at times where they argued so much back and forth that I couldn't say straight sentences at first when I first learned how to talk because they were, there was a bunch of things or them talking over each other. And I learned a lot about myself. I learned about how gentle I am, how soft, how caring. And I feel like in my desires and my boundaries, it's always to have gentle conversations and to be spoken to with respect and with wisdom and with love and to meet and to find someone that will teach me and invest that time and energy that I'm so willing to invest in another person. And to be in this space in my life and get to that point, it's just like, okay, now I can see myself ready for a baby and a husband. Like,
Yes. I be
it's
auntie.
coming. I know, right? I already
I know. I'm like, serious getting my heartstrings because it's like y'all being here before the baby and after. It's like I can only imagine because I feel like when y'all get y'all's, I'm gonna be the same way. I'm like, bitch,
No,
and then this happened. Yes, I love that for you. That sounds like growth. I'm here for it.
Definitely.
How do I communicate my desires? A lot of patience.
Very straightforward.
A lot of patience. Because I have to learn that everybody's communication style is not the same. Yeah. And that, it's like sometimes, like, I don't know, a lot of things sound cliche until I don't know, God gives you wisdom and to understand why. You could say stuff and not really understand what that means, but people really don't understand. Like, you have to be patient. And, like, I'll say I like things a certain way. So, for like, let's use sex, for example, or desires, or what else could be desire, whatever. I don't want it every day. Yeah. But how do you communicate that? So, like you said, being able to say no, but it's not necessarily a no. Like, being able to communicate it softly and stand in that. And that's pretty much it. That's my no. I don't have to say no. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do? Hopefully you're not weird and don't just come take it from the person. But, little things like that, or just the way I want to be loved and things like I have to be able to communicate it, give it some time to marinate, be open to the fact that I might come back and have to say it a different way and not get mad if they don't understand that, but be okay that I be firm in myself and know that I meant what I said. Yeah. And be okay. If it gets past the part where I can't really understand, I pray about it. But that's how I communicate. And thus far, it's been going well. I know it's an ongoing thing. I think you always, especially if you're trying to be with somebody for the rest of your life, it's going to be an ongoing process. You never get to a point where you're like, oh, I just know exactly how to communicate with them now, because there are so many stages in life and people, we're all changing. But yeah. So let's do one more.
Okay. I would say also on that, like, me and your communication too. Mm-hmm. I feel like, even being a business partner and being a partner, I feel like I learned a lot about communication and how I wanted to communicate and stuff like that in terms of, like, us communicating together.
It's definitely gotten better.
Yeah.
It definitely got better.
But I feel like for me, like, I was in that yes person stage of, like, I just want to tell her yes that I can do it. But then
I'd be so pissed.
after the fact, it's like I couldn't do it, like, or I couldn't do it.
Then she get mad at me because she said she's a problem. She said she's like, I got you. Then Sky, I'm glad we don't do that no more. I mean that's for both of us because I kind of do that. I was doing that indirectly too, but in different aspects. So yeah, that's better because. That was the only thing that we had a problem with, honestly. It's just like, stop telling me you're going to do something. And then when I ask for you, be like, well, I got, girl, then why you tell me? I'm looking forward to it. No, but that's how it happens in relationships. Yeah. You tell people certain things and what happened?
No, go ahead.
You tell people certain things, or you going to do this and do all that. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to tell you up front and we're going to work it out from there. But I'm not about to be no yes man to please nobody. But go ahead, because you looked like that question was juicy.
What is your current relationship with God?
Go ahead, answer.
I feel like me and God are finding our way back together.
Okay.
I feel like...
You finding him? Or y'all finding each other?
I feel like we're finding each other.
He know where you at.
I mean, don't get me wrong. God always knew where I was at. I'm not saying that he did or nothing like that. I'm saying... Okay, I don't want to say I had too much God, but I went to Catholic school from 2nd through 12th grade. So it was like we pray in every class. When I go home, it's gospel music played at all times, 24 hours a day. Even if we're watching TV, it's like gospel music got to be played at the same time. Like, I just was so overwhelmed with so much God. And it wasn't a bad thing. And I love God, and I've always... wanted to have a relationship with God, but I feel like when it came down to it,
they were smothering you with it.
Yes, and it just was so much. Like, going to Catholic school, don't get me wrong, it was a great experience, but at the same time, it was just this and that, and then everything you're doing is like, you're not honoring God by doing this. Like, and it's just like, at what point do I get to find myself and figure out who I am? Like, I think God wants me to figure that out. Mm-hmm. So I took that time, and when I tell y'all I was committed, like I was running track. I was going to high school, and my high school was a Catholic high school, and all this stuff. And I would literally like go to track practice right after school from 2 to 5, and I would leave track practice, and I was the vice president or the president at one point of the youth ministry. I was in the choir. I was a junior trustee. When I tell y'all, it was every day, like every day. Like,
that's the way you said it.
I was so deep, like, and it wasn't a bad. It wasn't a bad thing. It just was like.
It's funny.
Sorry. God knows my heart, and God knows that we had a lot of each other, okay? And me and God needed some space for
You stupid, bro.
Oh, okay. I have nothing but jokes.
So where y'all at now?
Me and God have found our way back together, and I took my space, and I found myself, and I had to have time to, like, explore and to, like, get into myself. So that way, like, I can understand me and God. And now I'm right back. I've gotten, back into my prayer and stuff like that. Like, to the point where, like, I was with somebody that didn't even, like, want to go to church or anything like that. And it was just like, oh, like, you wouldn't... I don't even want to go too deep. But it was just certain situations that it was like, I'm seeing myself drift apart. And now that I've, like, came back and stuff like that and started to figure out where I wanted to go and, like, get into my prayers and stuff like that, like... It's coming back slowly but surely. Like, I know it was always a safe haven and a place that was there for me. But, yeah.
And mine, we're moving along. I'm not going to lie right now, just to keep it sweet and short. Like, I think I have this, me and God are solid, but... I am a stubborn person spiritually and physically. Yep. And right now it's just like I've been asking him for rest, and although I feel like it's there, me and him have just been bumping heads in that area. So I'm not gonna lie, it's been just a little friction, but I feel like regardless of the friction, me and him, it's still bringing me closer to him. Yeah. So that's just where I'm at with God right now. Like me and him, I'm not gonna lie, I need to have a conversation with him, bro. Like literally. Sir, what's going on? Where's my break?
He's on the main line. Tell him.
No, for real. For real. So, but no, it's a good relationship. Like I said, I'm very, I can't even be mad at him for nothing or angry because he gave me a child, and that's the thing. I don't want to ever disrespect him. Yeah. So, but we still got some things to square out. So, yeah. So, thank you so much for coming. You know, I love you. And I always give my guests for this last segment, breaking records. Now, I will say I do owe you one thing, but my pregnancy brain was just not having it with me because believe that you deserve your own trophy, so I'm going to make one for you.
Okay.
But that's in order for me to give you your flowers, and since I didn't have it, I decided to just give you your flowers.
First of all, when I tell y'all, like, for Valentine's Day, I really wanted some flowers, and ever since, so it just really means a lot.
This is some other goodies.
Get flowers today.
She has so much merch already, and has.
I know.
She has the whole collection. So I was not about to give her no merch until I said merch until I get more. But since you're traveling, I wanted to give you a nice candle because smells help me think straight. Helps me be calm.
That's nice.
That is different scriptures. So this is perfect for you because you said you're trying to get closer to God. So whenever you feel, you can actually put it in, give other people it too if you ever feel like you need to. But
me and God need this.
Yes.
Ooh,
motivational things. I love that. And you're always on the road. So I wanted to give you your own little Alexa.
First of all, ain't nobody got no gifts like these.
You hear me?
Period.
Yeah. So you can call Alexa, call this,
Period. Who's calling?
I hope you like your gifts.
I do. Girl, I can't lie. I really wanted these flowers. Like,
yes. I hope you like them.
I've been waiting for somebody to give me some flowers for a couple months now.
Forever. Okay, see, look. I never read your mind because you never said that out loud for real.
I know.
Period.
Actually, she saw it on my Instagram a couple times.
Did I?
It's okay.
If I did.
No. I'm not saying that you did personally. I know I hinted it.
Yeah, but I was the first one now. So even if I did,
Period.
I'm the first one that came through. You hear me? Period. All right, so before I would like for you to give your last shout outs, but I want us to touch quickly on the residency that we have.
Period. Okay.
So
let's run into the residency. We are looking for the next generation of us. So one thing that has been really just overwhelmingly awesome about being able to work with this amazing woman is really creating that hub and that space. And in these residency packages, they're really that development stage. So the first package is our Space Junkie. So those are for people that just need the space. You may do your own hair and makeup, but you want a salon space so that way you can whip your stuff together, or you can have your hairstylist come out. You can have the office space or the conference room space or an event space and just be able to enjoy that space and be able to use it for whatever you need within your business and have those hours to really just get away, even if you work from home or whether you work in the office, but just have that space to yourself to be able to run it. The second one, we added a little extra. So that's when you add your Weed Junkie in and you add a little bit of glam and you really get your hair and your makeup in, and that just allows you to be able to extend your content day. And then the last one, that's your everything. That's going to have your content in it. So we'll put together a content day for you. We'll add the creative direction. We'll also be able to add that glam touch too, and you'll get the premium styles. So then you're really able to just have that one space. And when I tell y'all, I was zigzagging. I was going to my hairstylist, my makeup artist, then the studio and all the things, and then spending all the money in between. So being able to have one space and get your hair and your makeup done and your nails if you need your, nail person to come, and then be able to just walk across the hall and start shooting.
Literally.
Oh my God. That
Clutch.
saved me $500 right there. Okay?
Ubers, all the everything, transportation.
Literally. So when I tell y'all, we want y'all to come in droves. We know y'all gonna come out, and we want y'all to do y'all big one. And really, We want to help highlight and promote you so that way you can take it to the next level. We have access, we have opportunities, we have the different things, and we want to be able to build that sisterhood together. So I'm super excited. Join the residency. We outside.
Yay. Any last shout outs real quick so that we can wrap up?
Make sure you follow me on Instagram at SKYLAR Mystique, SKYLAR and Oasis Branding.
Thank you so much for coming on. I love you so much, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I know y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in for the next episode. Woo-hoo!
Talk soon.